kitties out there whipping and wailing, and jumping up and down and drinking down that fine juice of life, and patting each other on the back and hipping each other who the greatest cat in the world is. Mr. Malenkoff and Mr. Dallenkoff and Mr. Zellenkoff and Mr. Eisenhower, Mr. Moosenhower, Mr. Wiesenwaller and all them wallers, and Mr. Woodhill and Mr. Beachhill and Mr. Churchill, and all them hills are going to get it straight. If they don't know how to straighten it, well, then they know a cat that knows a cat who can straighten it. But right now, I'm going to put a cat on you who was the sweetest, the strongest, the wailingest, the grooviest, and the most far-out cat that ever stomped in this great, sweet, green swinging sphere. And they call this here cat the Nazz. That was the cat's name. He was a carpenter kid. Now the Nazz was the kind of a cat who come on so cool and so fine, so strong and so gone and so solid, and so groovy and so far out and so with it, that when he laid it down, why, it stayed there. That's the old best thing I say. Look what that cat's putting down. Look at that cat go, look at that cat blow. Look what's going down over here, what's going on over there. Another cat says, hey, let me in there, get out of my way, get off my back, Jack. Can't you see I'm trying to think what the cat's putting down? They're pushing the Nazz. Because they want to lick his lick, see? Dig his miracle lick. So the Nazz say, you gotta take it easy here, ladies. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna take 2, 4, 6, 8 of you cats, but I'm gonna take all 12 of you studs straight to you all at the same time. You look like you're pretty hip. You buddy with me. So the Nazz and his brand new buddy cats are goofing off down the boulevard one day. They run into a little cat with a bent frame. So the Nazz looked down at the little cat with the bent frame and say, what's the matter with you, baby? The little cat with the bent frame looked up at the Nazz and said, well, my frame is bent, Nazz. It's been bent for me in front. So the Nazz looked back down at the little cat with the bent frame, and he put the golden eyes of love on this here poor little kitty. And he looked right down into the window of the little cat's soul, and he says to the little cat, he says, straighten it. So boom, up went that cat, straightened and narrow, and everybody else jumping up and down, saying, look what the Nazz put on that boy. You dug him before, say, re-dig him now. So you see the Nazz is coming around so long, and so fine, and so far out, so tremendous, and so extreme. They all want to know when's he going to appear next, when's he going to come along over here, when's he going to be over there. How he ran into the money-changing court and kicked the short change all over the place. How he knocked all the corners off all of the squares. How he put the truth down for the cat once the cat dug it, didn't dig it. How he put the truth down for the cat twice, the cat dug it, didn't dig it. How he put the truth down for the cat the third time, wow! The cat dug it, walked away with his eyes bugging out and bumping into everybody. But you see the Nazz so long, so fine, so tremendous, so extreme, so glorious. They were all pulling on his coattail. They wanted to sign the autograph. They wanted to do this gig here, wanted to do that gig there. They wanted to play the radio and play the video and all that jazz. But the Nazz, he can't make all that jazz. You see, like I explained to you, the cat is a carpenter kitty. He's got his own lick. But when the Nazz knows he should show to blow and cannot go, because he got a little bit of strain on him from straightening out all the squares, he puts it on a couple of these cats that he's been hipping. So along come a 60-cent gig one day, and the Nazz was in a bind from straightening out all the squares. He said, but I'm buddy cat, you take care of this little riff ball for me. They say, take it off your wig, Nazz. We got it covered. So I'm going to Nazz buddy cat straighten out the riff for him to get about halfway there. They run into a little old 20-cent pool of water. Now they get into the middle of the pool of water with the boat, and all of a sudden, wham, the storm is storming, and the lightning is flashing, and the thunder is roaring, and the wind is howling, and the boat is rocking up down back and forth. These poor cats think every minute's going to be the last, and one cat looks up and here comes the Nazz. Cool as anybody you see right across the water, stomping. Now, I think there was a little cat on board. I think his name was Jude. He said, "Hey, Nazz, can I make it out there with you?" The Nazz said, "Make it, Jude." So old Jude takes about 3-4 steps right off the boat. Boom. Dropped his old can right down in the cool water. Nazz had to stash him back on board. Then he had to turn to his old little buddy cats. He said, "What's the matter with you babies now? What's going on? What's taking place? You're knocking on that SOS bell pretty hard. You're gonna bend that bell knocking on it like that." One cat says, "Yeah, now, but you know, the storm was storming, the lightning was flashing, thunder was roaring, the wind was howling, the boat was rocking, our knees were knocking. We thought every minute would be our life." And I say, "I told you, babies, you gotta take it easy here a little bit. You gotta stay cool." But you see, now the fame of the Nazz is jumping, and the grapevine is shooting out sparks about 49, 11 miles long. Before you know it, there's 15,000 of these cats and kitties in the Nazz's little hometown where the cat lives, trying to get straightened. But the Nazz knows he can't straighten them all. They have too small a place, don't want to hang everybody up. So we back up a little bit, look out over his 15,000 cats and kitties, and he says, "Come on, babies. Let's cut on out down the pike." So there went the Nazz, with his 15,000 cats and kitties swinging along behind him. They're making a great big long necklace of love down along by the side of the highway. And the Nazz is walking, and he's talking to him. He's saying, "How pretty the flowers, how pretty the hours, how pretty you, how pretty he, how pretty she, how pretty the trees." The Nazz had their pretty eyes. He wanted everybody to see through his eyes so they could see how pretty it was. And they wailed along, so having such a glorious style, swinging stone by time with that great big love necklace hanging over them, that before they knew it, it was scoffing time. They were 42 miles out of town, and ain't nobody had the first biscuit. So the Nazz took a look at his 15,000 cats and kitties, and he says, "Well, you're hungry. You're hungry, ain't you, babies?" And one cat says, "Yeah, no, but, you know, we were so busy thinking you so hard what you were putting down, we forgot to prepare. I guess we goofed a little bit." So the Nazz said, "Well, we gotta take it easy here. We wouldn't want to go and order up something you might not like. Now, would we?" And the cat says, "No, Nazz, you put it down, and we'll pick it up." So then the Nazz laid down a great sound of love upon his children. He said, "Oh, great, sweet, swinging, beautiful, precious flowers of the field." And they answered, "Oh, great, sweet, swinging, double flipping sound of non-stop beauty." He said, "Now stomp upon the terror to doom the hidden." He said, "Now raise up your miracle, the body." The body went up. He said, "Lift your glorious arms up to heaven." The arms went up. He said, "Lift them higher." They went higher. He said, "Raise your eyes to the sky." They did. He said, "Now dig infinity." And they dug it. Now when those 15,000 cats and kitties dug it, wham, a great bolt of lightning and a flash of thunder hit the scene. And the 15,000 cats and kitties looked back over to the Nazz, and in his left hand, he's got a great big, thick, sweet, double smoked fish. And in the right hand, he's got a long gone crazy double loaf of that sweet and honey tasting fresh out of the oven, mother-loving, sweet swinging solid bread. Don't you know those 15,000 cats and kitties absolutely flipped? The Nazz never did nothing simple. When he laid it, he laid it. Thank you very much, you beautiful people.